Mate, my Wolf, Celine said. The smile on my face was undeniable as joy built up in my chest. I was his mate, Frederick Martins, the alpha of the pack, the strongest ruler, the man I'd been in love with all my life. He was my mate. I was practically bouncing with joy. We were finally going to be together. Felice, you've been summoned by the Alpha Prince, a maid called. Okay, I replied, barely hiding my excitement. What if he noticed the bond too? Maybe he was calling to confirm it. Yee! I was so excited I nearly skipped all the way to the throne room. A few steps from the massive doors, I straightened my dress, lifted my head high, and walked in. There he was, his domineering presence, his aura. He was perfection itself. He stared at me, his expression unreadable. My heart fluttered wildly as I stepped closer to his throne. Felice, he said, his tone sharp but calm. I opened my mouth to speak, but he cut me off. I reject this bond. Pain pierced my chest. Celine held in pure agony inside me. What? I choked out, clutching my chest, overwhelmed by pain. He looked at me like I was nothing. I said I reject this bond. The room was silent for a heartbeat, then filled with whispers. She thought she could have the prince. Chi. Pathetic. Mockery surrounded me. Pitying and judgmental eyes bore into me. The man I loved looked at me with disgust, like I was garbage. No, I couldn't cry. Not in front of them. Not for him. But then, I don't want to hear anything you have to say. You and I are worlds apart. You're a measly maid. I'm a prince, the alpha of the second largest pack. Get out of my sight. Every word he spoke cut like poison. Laughter and sneers erupted around the throne room. I looked up at him, my eyes burning red from holding back tears. Yes, Alpha, I said, my voice flat. I gave him a weak smile and walked out. He stared at me, as if waiting for me to break. But I wouldn't. I ran back to my small room, collapsed on the floor, and sobbed until there were no tears left. My chest ached. Celine continued to howl inside me. Could you stop howling? You mutt? It's not helping. My vampire side, Dyrus, grumbled. He was right. Crying wouldn't solve anything. I, Felice, was born half wolf, half vampire, and half witch. My blood is rare, deadly rare. If anyone knew, I'd be hunted, killed, or worse, used in twisted experiments. I was an orphan. I never knew my parents. I've lived in the palace for 18 years. A kind woman named Mabel took me in. She was the only family I had. She died when I was 16. I still miss her. I couldn't stay here another second. I had to escape this hellhole.